Hey guys, Brianna here. I heard you're having a fantastic week. Today I want to talk about something that comes up almost every single day in my job, and it's the elephant in the room for anyone who working in the seafood procurement. I'm talking about the price war, specifically the temptation of super cheap shrimp. As a buyer, you are constantly bombarded with offers. And let's be honest, when you see a price list that is 2, 3, or even 5 cents cheaper per kilo, and it's really hard to ignore. But today I need to talk about the hidden trap behind those numbers. Let me tell you a little story. Recently, I was having a conversation with a client, and she is very smart, very sharp buyer for a massive chain of discount retail stores in France. Her whole business model is based on finding great deals, destocking items, and offering the best possible prices to French consumers. During our chat, she brought out the user challenge, and she said, I like your products, but I can easily get shrimp from India or Ecuador for a much cheaper price right now. Can you give me a clearance price? Do you have any stock you just need to get rid of? I totally understand where she was coming from. When she are buying hundreds of containers, those cents are up to a huge amount of money. The pressure from your boss to buy cheap is real.
The projections for the Sushi Ebi market share are strong with the new processing line.
Agreed, but we need to finalize the logistics for European distribution.
But I just smiled, took a sip of my water, and told her the truth. Listen, I can absolutely see why the cheap price looks beautiful on your Excel spreadsheet today. But let's talk about what happens tomorrow. You see, countries like India or Ecuador are doing a great job producing a massive volumes of shrimp. They win on price. That is a fact. But in the European market, winning on the price upfront is only half the battle. You can buy that cheaper container, but what happens when it arrives at the port in France? What happens if the paperwork is a little bit messy? What happens if the customs inspectors find a tiny trace of antibiotic residue, or if the farm traceability doesn't match up? In Europe, the laws are incredibly strict. If they find a problem, they don't just say, oh, please return this to the seller. They seize the container, and very often they destroy it. If you save 30 cents a kilo, but French customs destroys your entire container, you don't just lose a little margin, you lose 100% of your money. Your shelves are empty, your customers are unhappy, and your boss is going to be asking you some very uncomfortable questions. And that is exactly what I explained to my client in France. That I told her, I am not just selling you shrimp. I am selling you the safety of Cà Mau, of Vietnam. I am selling you a good night's sleep. At our family factory, we have a very simple, boring, but powerful rule. We do not do stock clearance quality. We do not have a grade A for our wealthy clients and a hidden grade B for our discount clients. We only produce one consistent quality, period. When my family buys a box of shrimp at our factory, whether it is going to be high-end restaurant or discount supermarket, it goes through the exact same rigorous process. The same clean water, the same honest weighing, the same flawless paperwork. And why? because I never ever want my clients to get a phone call from customs saying the container is stuck. I want you to open the doors. I observe container in France and know exactly you're going to get every single time. I might not give you the absolute cheapest price in the world today, but I will give you the most stable, headache-free supply chain you have ever had. If you are a buyer out there and you are tired of the cheap price nightmare, tired of worrying about quality issues, missing documents, or inconsistent sizing, come talk to us. I'm representing our family factories right here in Vietnam. We specialize in value-added black tiger and Vietnamese shrimp, and we keep your supply chain safe. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.